How brain rot is quietly turning your mind into digital waste. Do you recognize this scene? You wake up, grab your phone, and scroll through TikTok. 15 seconds here, another clip there, until you lose count. You eat lunch with YouTube playing in the background, not because you're watching, but because silence feels uncomfortable. At night, you lie in bed, eyes burning, scrolling for hours through meaningless videos. You're exhausted, unfocused, yet your thumb keeps moving, as if it has a life of its own. If this rhythm feels familiar, you might be slowly slipping into what psychologists now call brain rot, a mental decay caused by the constant consumption of low-quality, overstimulating digital content. And it's not just a Gen Z problem. It's quietly corroding the minds of every generation, making us crave instant pleasure while destroying our ability to focus, think deeply, and connect with ourselves. Why can't we put the phone down? The truth is, it's not entirely your fault. Social media platforms are engineered to exploit your brain's dopamine system. Every short video, every notification, every like is a tiny dopamine hit. Fast, strong, and short-lived. Your brain gets addicted to this high-frequency stimulation. As a result, slower and more meaningful activities like reading, reflecting, or learning a skill start to feel boring or even painful. We are unknowingly trading depth for distraction, swapping real emotional experiences for shallow synthetic pleasure. This is how brain rot begins. It dulls our capacity for focus, empathy, and inner joy. The hidden costs of brain rot: one, loss of deep empathy. When you only consume 15-second videos, you react, but you don't reflect. You laugh, get angry, or feel amused, but you never stay long enough to understand. Over time, your ability to feel deeply, for others or for yourself, starts to fade. Too fragmented thinking, social media feeds us information in tiny, disconnected fragments. Without a strong inner framework to organize them, your mind becomes a chaotic junkyard of facts. Data without wisdom, noise without meaning, escaping reality through distraction. Endless scrolling is often an unconscious form of avoidance. Instead of facing our fears, our pain, or our responsibilities, we scroll to forget. It's emotional anesthesia, a way to avoid the discomfort of real life. I once asked a group of young people, "Do you feel uneasy when you're alone?" Most said yes, because silence now feels unbearable. We constantly crave stimulation, videos, news, noise, drama, anything but stillness. But the more we consume, the emptier we feel. We live in an age where the mind is busier than ever, but the soul is starving. The problem isn't technology, it's our lack of mindfulness. Your phone isn't evil. The danger lies in forgetting who's in control. We let algorithms dictate our emotions, let dopamine drive our habits, and allow virtual pleasure to replace genuine joy. And little by little, we lose patience for books, for conversations, for sitting quietly with ourselves. The very things that nurture real wisdom. How to heal from brain rot. You don't need to throw your phone away. You just need to reclaim your attention. Try this. Disconnect to reconnect. Spend a few minutes each day offline. Walk, write, or simply sit in silence. Read slowly. Think deeply. Don't skim through life the way you scroll a feed. Cultivate awareness. Everything begins with how you see. If your perception is distorted, even good actions lead nowhere. To truly detox from brain rot, you must learn to find joy, peace, and fulfillment within. When your inner world becomes rich, you stop craving the empty noise outside. That's what ancient wisdom calls right view. The clarity that arises when you see reality as it is. Only when you embark on this inner journey, the journey back to your own consciousness, can you resist the pull of meaningless distraction and rediscover the profound meaning of being alive. Dear friends, before we continue this journey, let me share a small secret. Every like from you is a gentle pat on our shoulder. Every share brings a new companion to the path. And every subscribe is a promise that we'll meet again.